Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Viewers saw how the Brown family responded to the death of Garrison Brown, the son of Kody and his ex-wife Janelle Brown, on Sunday's episode of Sister Wives. Kody specifically expressed regret over the state of his and Garrison's relationship, which had been tense for years at the time of Garrison's death. Fans of Sister Wives are aware that Garrison, 25, committed suicide on March 5, 2024. It was discovered shortly after Garrison's demise that he and Kody were still at odds at the time of his death. Kody seemed to struggle with this reality on the most recent episode of Sister Wives, acknowledging that he felt he spent more time with his son, whom he was unable to say goodbye to. You understand what I mean when I say that this wasn't how it was supposed to be? On Sunday's show, Kody addressed Robin Brown, his lone surviving wife. "Robin, it is heartbreaking. I was unable to say goodbye and didn't get the opportunity to truly put things right." Kody went on, "I simply don't know what to do with his death. I could have spent more time with him, therefore I need to change things around. I had assumed there would be additional time." Fans of Sister Wives may recall that during the COVID-19 epidemic, Kody and Robin imposed far more stringent rules than the rest of the Brown family, which caused his relationships with many of his family members, both spouses and kids, to become strained. On Sunday's show, though, Kody claimed that after Garrison's passing, the frustration he had experienced during the pandemic felt so unimportant. Kody remarked, "I'm just sad. How do I handle every birthday and holiday for the rest of my life?" Kody continued by telling Robin that he had been told not to get caught up in the what-if train following Garrison's passing, but he said he was doing just that because it was part of the process for him. "What if I had given him a call?" Kody pondered throughout the show. "What if I had communicated with you more? What if we had gone out and taken a more? I'm still depressed about it. I still question whether there was anything that could have been done. It's about what may have been, and what-ifs." Similar remarks were made by Kody in his first and only interview following Garrison's passing, as the Ashley previously informed you. In September, Kody told people that he couldn't reconcile that Garrison was no longer with him and that he regretted delaying attempts to mend their relationship. Kody told the newspaper, "We could have been talking more. There was so much more we could have done." It seemed to be saying, "We have forever." He went on, "It was more like I felt like I had time that was convenient." Looking back, there would have been more frequent contact and catch-up. Kody continued by saying that he would have advantaged of the time he spent with his son if he could go back in time. "I'd like to have dinner with Garrison one again. I'd like to take a seat. I'd like a beer," Kody said. "He was kind of like Manor, so I want him to attempt to make me laugh. The only thing I regret is that I wish I had done that more frequently," he added. "The only thing you regret is not doing something. You didn't take longer." Kody also talked on how strange it was to lose a child, saying that the pain he experienced was unlike anything he had ever experienced. "And the idea that it's irreconcilable, the future that we missed with him is different," he continued. On Sundays, TLC broadcasts new episodes of Sister Wives. The Sister Wives episode from last week was harsh. The Brown family talked candidly and emotionally about the unfathomable death of Garrison Brown. Loyal admirers have been following the family through their hardships for years, but nobody anticipated this tragedy. The polygamous family consented to be filmed by TLC during their most sensitive moments. As usual, Janelle Brown was the pillar that held her family together. As viewers watched her narrate the terrible moment she received the call informing her that her darling baby had died, Janelle was candid. However, the mother of 6 has been able to deal with her loss in ways that Sister Wives fans find highly admirable as the first anniversary has passed. She expressed gratitude to her admirers on Instagram following the airing of Sunday's program. "Accepting that we done everything we could in the end has taken some time." The TLC star revealed that sometimes the mind persuades someone that there is no hope, despite all the evidence to the contrary. "I became acutely conscious of how much I need this fresh chapter, somewhere different, after spending the last week in Flagstaff. There were signs of Garrison everywhere I looked." During the episode, viewers discovered that Garrison had been having difficulties ever since COVID-19. Janelle claims that he would occasionally have episodes of excessive drinking, which frequently resulted in blackouts. "I'm so grateful for all of my children, and especially for my grandbabies. They are truly life-giving," she said to her followers. "And I'm confident that I'll see Garrison again because of my faith. I am so comforted by that assurance." Fans learned more from the Sister Wives episode than they could have ever imagined. Janelle talked about Garrison's last hours on Earth with the assistance of her daughter, Maddie Brown. Janelle claimed that she had been texting all day long with her kid. "And since we usually spoke 3 times a day, this was not out of the ordinary." In reference to Garrison's battles with anxiety and depression, "I knew he was having difficulties. And every time I pick up the phone, I make it a point to simply speak with him." Janelle went on to say that her most recent conversation with Garrison wasn't unusual, adding, "It was just, I think he needed the connection." Fans of Sister Wives discovered that because Garrison had been drinking a lot, Janelle wasn't concerned when he stopped replying at that particular point. He would have cycles where he was really good, and then he would just have a binge as part of the cycle, she said to the cameras. She knew Hunter Brown and Logan Brown had promised to check on him before she went to bed for the night. Unfortunately, she found out that Garrison had killed himself the following morning. "I am aware that the majority of Sister Wives fans despise Kody Brown and are standing there brandishing symbolic pitchforks and torches." Janelle didn't say anything hurtful about her ex-husband, though. Rather, they decided to bury their beloved son at the family plot in Wyoming after making arrangements at the funeral parlor. "Kody and I decided that we would cremate him," Janelle said with tears in her eyes. "We did that because I knew that was what he wanted. In this manner, it allows us to hold the funeral during a more favorable season. He loved it there," they both agreed. Thus, it seemed fitting. Kody concurred with his ex-wife. "I remember sitting there with Janelle, and I was just saying, 'Hey, I really just want to take my boy home,'" he said to the cameras. "Let's take him back to Wyoming and bury him next to Grandma Cheryl," I suggested. "We simply decided that would be the proper course of action." Many hold Kody accountable because they think he played a significant role in Garrison's suffering. The patriarch's COVID-19 regulations caused a serious argument between the father and son. Kody even attempted to evict his son from Janelle's house at one point. The mother of 6 has consistently been a solid family pillar. She is also adamant about becoming the guiding light for her other children, despite the loss of her son. After the most recent episode of Season 19, Kody Brown, star of Sister Wives, is receiving criticism. For the audience as well as the family, this week will be a poignant occasion. The focus of the episodes will be Garrison's passing and funeral. But according to reports, Kody allegedly brought TLC cameras to Garrison's National Guard funeral, taking advantage of his son's untimely death. Read on to find out what transpired. Sister Wives. Following Garrison's passing, Kody Brown distances himself from his children. Last year, Michael T. shared on social media how Kody's relationship with his children was deteriorating. The Sister Wives star claims that after his breakup with Janelle, Christine, and Mary, Kody's relationship with his children hasn't been ideal. But when Garrison died, things became worse. According to Michael T., their father further alienated the older children, and more information eventually came to light. This could be the reason why Kody started to isolate himself from his children following Garrison's funeral. Did Kody bring TLC cameras to the National Guard funeral for Garrison? New information about Kody's unsettling behavior during Garrison's National Guard funeral was recently released by a reality TV blogger. According to a person who spoke to the blogger, Kody told one of the funeral organizers that he wanted to take Garrison's body home and bury him himself. According to reports, the Sister Wives star was privy to his son's funeral and cremation. According to the source, Kody was the only member of the family that requested the film crew to attend the funeral. According to the informant, something happened at the burial that Michael T. had also talked about the previous year, forcing them to put Kody and Robin out of their lives. According to the source, one of Janelle's family contacted Kody and urged him not to attend the service event, including Robin, and that they did not want any TLC recording. Kody allegedly wanted to bring cameras into the service, so Garrison could record it for TLC. According to the source, Janelle's relatives think that Garrison's mental health was significantly impacted by Kody and Robin's abuse of him. However, Kody and Robin showed up at the funeral in spite of being reprimanded. The fact that Kody apparently carried cameras with him only makes matters worse. Sister wives. Family members are offended by Kody and Robin Brown's presence. The informant claimed that the atmosphere and tone of the funeral drastically changed when Kody and Robin Brown showed up. The two arrived like celebrities, surrounded by photographers, and several family members showed their disappointment. The insider added that they were already mic'd up and prepared to record the tragic day, giving the impression that Kody and Robin felt quite good about themselves at the funeral. Garrison has also voiced his disapproval of their reality show. He also stated in his most recent text that he didn't want to be taken advantage of by Kody. However, it appears that Kody's self-centeredness is evident by his attendance at his son's funeral. Furthermore, since Kody was not named on Garrison's birth certificate, he would not be permitted to bury his son lawfully even if he received his ashes. According to reports, this blogger spoke with an unknown person behind the scenes. Janelle Brown will show viewers how her late son Garrison Brown interacted with his siblings prior to his death in the upcoming Sister Wives episode. According to Janelle, 55, who is featured in Us Weekly's exclusive preview of the Sunday, May 11th episode of the TLC series, he was always very much involved with the young kids. He was really considerate of Truly. While Janelle recalls her deceased son, viewers may get a close-up look at Garrison's relationships with his siblings through old family videos. In one clip, Christine and Kody Brown's youngest daughter, Truly Brown, is shown learning how to cultivate from Garrison. As the 55-year-old Janelle recalls her son, Garrison was always somebody who wanted to be working with his hands. When he was using his hands, he gave it his all. Garrison and a few of his younger brothers can be seen leaping around the living room on another home video while their parents look on and chuckle. Additional video shows Garrison, who died in March 2024, showing compassion as one of the older kids by carrying Truly around when she was a child. That love was felt by the youngest Brown children as well. In the preview, Janelle mentions that Robin Brown would remark that he would come over every day to see Sol and Ariella, which are the names of Kody and his fourth wife's two daughters. According to Janelle, he was always very much about his younger siblings. Janelle became the second wife and started a large family with Kody and his first wife, Mary Brown, in 1993. In April 1998, Janelle and Kody welcomed Garrison, actual name Robert Garrison, and his 5 siblings, Logan, Maddie, Hunter, Gabriel, and Savannah, into the world. Mary and her 55-year-old husband, Kody, have a single child together. Kody spiritually wed Christine in 1994, expanding their already sizable family. Together, the two of them had 6 kids. In 2014, he married Robin, age 46, as his fourth wife after formally divorcing Mary, age 54. Kody adopted Robin's 3 children from a previous marriage. In November 2021, 53-year-old Christine announced her split from Kody. Janelle followed in December 2022, and Mary made her split from the patriarch official in January 2023. A year later, in March 2024, Us disclosed that Garrison, then 25 years old, had killed himself, causing tragic occurrences for the family. The first time Garrison's family spoke about his death on film was during the Sunday, May 4th Sister Wives episode. Grief comes in waves. It just wasn't supposed to be this way. Does that make sense to you? Kody explained it in the episode. It's simply devastating. Janelle added that throughout the coronavirus pandemic, Garrison turned to alcohol and battled mental health concerns. She said, he started drinking as a way to sort of soothe that because he had depression and anxiety. Then it just changed into the beast he couldn't catch. We did everything we could. And I understand that. After the show aired, Janelle thanked her followers for their support during the previous year. According to Janelle's Sunday Instagram post, it's taken a while to accept the fact that, in the end, we did everything we could. Sometimes the mind convinces someone that there is no hope, even in the face of overwhelming evidence to the contrary. I am so thankful for all of my children, but especially for my grandchildren, who truly give me life, she added. And because of my faith, I'm sure I'll see Garrison again. That confidence is very reassuring. Sister Wives star Kody Brown breaks his silence on son Garrison's tragic passing. It wasn't supposed to be this way. Introduction: a shocking revelation from Kody Brown. In an emotional revelation that has shocked fans and left many in tears, Sister Wives star Kody Brown has opened up about the tragic loss of his son, Garrison. For the first time ever, Kody reflects on the devastation of not having the chance to say goodbye to his son, a loss that still weighs heavily on his heart. "I never thought it would come to this," Kody admits in an exclusive interview. "It wasn't supposed to be this way." The admission is raw, real, and deeply personal, as Kody battles with grief, regret, and the crushing weight of losing someone so close to him. This is a Sister Wives moment like no other. Kody is breaking down the walls, allowing fans a glimpse into his heartache, vulnerability, and the reality of life after such a heart-shattering loss. What is Kody really going through, and how is this tragedy impacting his relationship with his wives and children? Chapter 1. Who is Garrison Brown? A tribute to Kody's son. Before diving into Kody's reflection, it's important to understand who Garrison Brown was. Garrison's life and legacy. Garrison, Kody's son from his marriage to Janelle Brown, was known for his strength, determination, and a deep sense of family loyalty. A star athlete, a loving son, and a brother, Garrison's life was tragically cut short, leaving a profound impact on the Brown family. In the days leading up to his passing, Garrison had been seen as a bright light in the family, someone who could always be counted on. His death came as a shocking blow to Kody and the entire family, leaving them reeling. Chapter 2. Kody's relationship with Garrison, a father's regret. In this chapter, we explore Kody's personal reflections on his relationship with Garrison. The father-son bond. Kody recalls the moments he spent with Garrison and reflects on the father-son bond they shared. Kody talks about their common interests, the trips they went on together, and the ways Garrison reminded him of his own youth. In a heart-wrenching admission, Kody shares his regret over not having the chance to say goodbye. His voice cracks with emotion as he talks about the suddenness of Garrison's passing. "I thought I had more time," Kody reveals, his face filled with a mixture of sorrow and disbelief. "We were supposed to have more time." Chapter 3. The grief Kody couldn't express, the struggles of a public figure. While many fans see Kody Brown as a larger-than-life figure on TV, this chapter uncovers the hidden grief he's been quietly carrying. A family publicly mourning. As a public figure, Kody's grief was constantly under the microscope. He couldn't just retreat from the world and mourn in private. The cameras were rolling, and millions of viewers were watching. In this chapter, Kody admits the struggle of balancing his role as a husband, father, and reality TV star while navigating the most painful loss of his life. Kody confesses that he felt conflicted about expressing his emotions on camera. "There were days when I didn't want to be in front of the camera, but I had to be," Kody says. "I didn't know how to talk about my son's death, how to process it in front of the world." This chapter dives deep into how Kody managed to cope with his grief and how the family's public persona complicated the process. It was a struggle to reconcile his role as a father grieving the loss of a son with his public image as the patriarch of the Brown family. Chapter 4. The tragic moment. The moment Kody realized he'd never get to say goodbye. This chapter focuses on the moment of realization for Kody that he would never get to say goodbye to Garrison. How Kody found out. The devastating news of Garrison's passing came without warning. Kody recalls the phone call that shattered his world. "When I heard the news, I couldn't believe it. I was in shock," Kody admits. "It felt like a nightmare I couldn't wake up from." Kody's pain deepens as he reflects on the final moments of his son's life. Despite not being able to be there physically, Kody believes in his heart that he was with Garrison in spirit. "I wasn't there physically, but in my heart, I was with him," Kody says, his voice filled with emotion. "I didn't get a chance to say goodbye, and that's something I'll carry with me forever." Chapter 5. Regret, Reflection, and Redemption. Kody's journey of healing. As Kody continues to cope with the loss, This chapter delves into the ways he's been trying to heal, facing his regret. In an emotionally charged moment, Kody opens up about the regret he feels for not having done more for Garrison. There are times when I think, what if I had done something different? What if I had spent more time with him? Kody confesses. But then I have to remind myself that I gave him all I could. And I have to forgive myself. Kody reveals that his healing journey has been a long and painful one. He's learned that grief doesn't follow a set timeline and that it's okay to not have all the answers. There's no right or wrong way to grieve, he says. Everyone deals with loss differently, and I'm still figuring it out. How Kody is finding peace. Despite the heartache, Kody is slowly finding peace. He talks about the ways he's been learning to live with the pain, finding solace in the memories of his son, and the small moments that remind him of Garrison's spirit.